In a quiet village where time moved like the rhythm of a heartbeat, there lived a girl named Sena. She was known for her calm gaze, the kind that seemed to see the invisible strings connecting every moment, every person, every breath. No one knew that Sena could truly see them, shimmering threads of light drifting through the air, linking the world together like a vast glowing web. Since childhood, Sena had watched those threads change colors, golden for joy, silver for hope, blue for longing, and gray for sorrow. But one night, as she sat beneath the soft hum of the stars, she saw something she'd never seen before, a thread unraveling, fading into nothingness. It led toward the distant hills where an old tower stood, a place people called the Silent Spire. Her heart whispered that if one thread could fade, maybe others could too. Maybe the world could lose its connection. So, without telling anyone, Sena packed a small lantern, though she wouldn't need to light it, and followed the fading thread into the night. As she walked, the air thickened with whispers. The threads around her began to hum softly, brushing against her skin like silk. She followed them through forests that glowed with silver dew, and across meadows that shimmered with pale light. At the edge of the valley, she met a woman weaving at a loom that stretched endlessly into the mist. Her hair was white as frost, and her eyes shimmered with galaxies. "You see them too," the woman said without looking up. "The threads." Sena nodded. "One is vanishing." "Why?" The woman's hand stilled. "Because people forget. Every memory, every dream, every promise feeds these threads. When a heart stops believing in what connects it to others, a thread weakens. When enough forget, the weave begins to tear." Sena felt a chill. "Can it be fixed?" The woman smiled sadly. "Only by someone who remembers what others have lost." And so began her journey through the world of forgotten bonds, a realm built from lost memories and fading hopes. She crossed bridges made of laughter once shared, wandered fields where unspoken words grew like pale flowers, and passed shadows shaped like moments left behind. In one glade, she found a boy made of glass, trapped within his own reflection. He had forgotten his name, only remembering the echo of someone he once loved. Sena touched the thread that hovered near him, dull and trembling, and whispered, "You were loved once. You still are." The thread glowed faintly and rewove itself into the air. The boy smiled before dissolving into light. Each step restored what was lost. Each word rekindled what was fading. Yet, as she mended more threads, Sena felt her own beginning to fray. The world she was saving drew its warmth from her belief, her heart, her memories. Still she pressed on, knowing the web must survive, even if she did not. At last she reached the Silent Spire. Inside, the final thread hung before her, barely visible, a soft gray line trembling in the air. Sena understood then. It was her own thread. The loom had led her here not to save the world from forgetting, but to remind her that even she could not exist apart from it. She smiled faintly. "If this is what it takes, then let it be." And with that, she closed her eyes, pressed her hand to the thread, and breathed light into it, a memory of every kindness, every laugh, every dream she'd ever seen. The tower filled with 1,000 shimmering lines, weaving themselves together until the sky outside glowed like dawn. When the villagers awoke, they found their fields greener, their hearts lighter. They didn't remember Sena, but they felt something, a warmth in their chests, a soft pulse of belonging. Far above them, unseen, the threads shone once more, golden, silver, and bright with promise. And somewhere between the stars and the wind, a voice whispered softly, "Every heart is a thread, and every thread matters